All right, we should be back in news world, casual gaming news. Bunch of new topics today for the week of July 19. No, 21. July 21. That week of the year of the month for news. Like I said, a decent amount of bigger stories today, not a large amount of stories. I also didn't go through the IGN site today or this week because of all the Deadpool spoilers, so I'm gonna just avoid that site for now until I see the movie. But we still have our usual VGCs. Let's start off with last week. We were talking about the FTC stuff, still battling Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, saying that all these new changes, right, are hurting consumers. And then Microsoft responded. They said a lot. They yapped a lot about it. There's the link. This is Andy Robinson VGC. Let me zoom in and then switch screens. Microsoft says it's wrong to call Game Pass degraded, responding to FTC. So, what does that mean? Why is it wrong? So overall, they're saying that the Game Pass tier that's been discontinued, that version didn't even offer multiplayer stuff. So they're saying, hey, this is better anyway. Also, that the price increase means better quality stuff like Call of Duty, even though they said they didn't have plans on changing the pricing when they were first talking about it. So that's weird. Service will offer more value through many new games available day and date. Among them, the upcoming release of Call of Duty. Never before been available on subscription day and date. Saying that the FTC is trying to shift focus to the subscription market now that Microsoft has alleviated regulatory fears. It would make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox. They're gonna put it on PlayStation. So there's that. It was in a court file from the FTC. Yeah, it's the original one from last week. Where did they make the statement? Was it directly to? I don't know where they made the statement to, but that's the statement that they made. Setting aside that it is common for businesses to change service offerings over time, the FTC case in all of its alleged markets has always been premised on vertical foreclosure, that Microsoft would withhold Call of Duty from rivals and therefore harm competition. Call of Duty is not being withheld from anyone who wants it, and there remains no evidence anywhere of harm to competition. Sony's subscription service continues to thrive even as they put new games. Is it? So Microsoft's like, no, you're wrong. Even though, like, they're kind of not wrong. We'll see where this goes. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. I don't know if anyone has the time for that. I guess they're going to see, like, we'll see once Call of Duty is released. Speaking of, I'm missing the link here. I mean, speaking of, we do have Modern Warfare 3 coming to Game Pass on July 24th. So it already happened. So 2 days ago, Modern Warfare 3 is now currently on Game Pass. So you can go play. I assume it's the remaster, right? Or the re-release, whatever. The new one, the new Modern Warfare 3, right? It's on my VGC. It's the first Call of Duty game to join Game Pass. So I don't know if we have numbers on this yet, because it's only been a couple days. We'll look out for that. It'll give us a good insight into whether or not the new Black Ops is going to do huge numbers, right? Something else that's coming to Game Pass, the Crash Insane trilogy, coming to Game Pass on the 8th. I feel like we already talked about this, but I don't remember if we had a date for the exact release. But on the 8th, Tom Ivan VGC. We're going to strong. I feel like this is like the same story that we looked at, but now we have a confirmed date. This is from 2 days ago, so I'll play it. I don't know if I'll play it on stream, but I'll play it. I love Crash. What else do we have? Let's do this one. Continuing with Microsoft. So even though they're saying, they're hitting back at FTC, they are apparently exploring more Game Pass tiers. So looking into like a cloud-only service and I think an ad-based service. What was it? These include a cloud-only and ad-supported tiers, and potentially return a family subscription option. That'd be cool. Family subscription option would be cool. The cloud-only one makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I assume that would be the cheapest one. But the ad-supported one previously said it was exploring the possibility of offering access to Game Pass in exchange for viewing advertisements. Windows Central claimed the company isn't currently actively working towards ad-based subscription tier. This is Tom Ivan VGC, by the way. What was it? Because I think we talked about that story when it first broke last time. Exploring offering free Game Pass streaming with ads. Yeah. We actually haven't talked about this. This is an older story. This is from December. Offering access to Xbox Game Pass in exchange for viewing advertisements. They're talking about Africa and Asia and India. No, thank you. We're not getting into that. Wild. We'll see how that goes. I don't think anyone's going to like the ad version. I don't think anyone's going to like it. All right, we've got a lot of... The rest of the stories are like uppers and downers. There's no like in the middles. Okay, there's a couple. Okay, I'm going to go for the in the middle ones first because that's... So PSVR 2 is receiving a huge UK price cut ahead of its Steam app release, which is coming next month. I have 2 articles here, both from Jordan Midler, VGC, and then this one. All right, so it's officially launching. The Steam app is officially launching next month, so you can play all your PSVR games on PC. You need that $60 adapter though, which, you know, great. Hopefully this boosts the PSVR ecosystem because there's not a lot of promotion for it, not a lot of stuff coming out for it. So maybe if they see a lot of people getting it, they'll put more effort into software, right? So a big thing here, getting a price cut in UK, I assume that the same will happen here in the States, where it's almost $200 off, $350 down from $530 in pounds. So we might see like a $200 price decrease on this, which is way better. Like they should have started with that. Why make it a $600 machine? I get it, it's a lot of technology and it's really good, but like that's just no, like you have to buy 2 consoles. You have to spend $1,300 to play a VR game. Like, come on now. But you still have to get the adapter, like I said, for the Steam app. But yeah, exciting. Maybe one day. Maybe one day if they have some good games coming out. Don't want to pay $600 for the Walking Dead VR or Until Dawn VR. Exactly. So I assume the headset with the adapter will just work with VR games in general, right? Like just Steam VR? I would assume so. I would hope so. Next will be... We can talk about yeah, we'll talk about this one. So you've heard of Multiverses, right? The studio that makes it, Player First Games, has been acquired by Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers has acquired Multiverses studio Player First Games. Tom Ivan VGC. Welp is right. That's a huge whelp. Oh no. But it's still being run by the original co-founders, I believe. Or did it say that? Continue to be run by co-founders Tony Gwynn, and Chris White. I forget how to pronounce this. Co-creators still running it. It had to be Warner Brothers, right? Our team is excited to join the Warner Brothers Games family, and we feel that this will be great for Multiverses overall. We're working to make the Multiverses game experience the best it can be. Having a development team integrated with the publisher is optimum for the players. Hey, this is optimum for the players. Warner Brothers Discovery side contract with Spirit Halloween pop-up stores. They should. You're right. But they also announced Samurai Jack will join Multiverses. Isn't this the game that was released, but then they were like, "Hey, that was just a beta," and then they took it away? Isn't that what they said? Something like that. I figure it was this game or the other game. But yeah, because we all know that Warner Brothers has such a especially recent track record of just making all the best decisions for the people that enjoy their IPs and their products. And we also know that the games industry in general has been so great overall with studios and workers. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how long, like they acquire them and they're like, "Hey, you haven't been profitable this season," and then yank the plug, right? That's what's gonna happen. Hopefully it does it, but like, what other outcome is there with this combination here? All right, chat, live chatters, do you want to go through the downer stories first, or the fun or the good stories first? Because we got like 3 of each. Downers first. Okay, we're gonna start off with we'll go from worst to least worst, I guess. So Roblox has reported over 13,000 incidents of child exploitation in 2023. So it's an original article on Bloomberg. So I'll link this one. David Fox and David Gura on Bloomberg. So like Bloomberg is reporting this. it's a long story, right? I'll also give you the VGC one from Tom Ivan. So there was an 8-month investigation. By the way, the platform has 77 million daily users, 40% of whom are under the age of 13. 40% of 77 million are under, almost half are under the age of 13. Wild. So it was an 8-month investigation. There was a statement following the original release, but we'll get to that in a second. Predator problem reveals that in 2022, Roblox reported almost 3,000 incidents of child exploitation to the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children, a figure which jumped to over 10,000 more than 10,000 more reports last year than the year before. Insane. Roblox Chief Safety Officer Matt Kaufman also rejected the claim that the child endangerment is widespread or a systemic problem on Roblox. As our platform evolves and scales, forging a new future for communication and connection, our investment in preventative safety measures remains fundamental. To be the best in the world at delivering safe and civil online experiences, this is essential. With each passing year, we implement new strategies and technology to achieve gains in speed and effectiveness of our safety and moderation system. In recent years, Roblox has reportedly appointed new child safety investigators, established a child exploitation moderation team, and a child safety officer, also reports directly to the company's CEO. Last week, it also announced changes intended to update how our youngest users access experiences and to provide parents and users more clarity into types of content available. 13,000 is so much. There was a statement directly to VGC. A Roblox spokesperson claimed a recent article contained glaring mischaracterizations about how we protect users of all ages on the platform and failed to reflect both the complexities of online child safety and the realities of the overwhelmingly positive experiences that tens of millions of people of all ages have had on Roblox every single day. So guys, it's fine that only 13,000 incidents have happened because there are millions that have been having great experiences. It's fine. 13,000 is an acceptable number apparently to them. They also noted that the NCMEC's cyber tip line received 36.2 million reports of suspected child sexual exploitation from electronic services, and Roblox accounted for less than 1%, but overall 36 million reports of online crap. So, you know, again, it's less than 1% of the total reporting, so it's fine, right? 13,000 is a drop to them. They don't care. Think about how many more there could be if we weren't great at safety. Exactly. So, hey kids, stop playing Roblox for the sake of that. Let's go. What should the next one be? So Nintendo nullifies Splatoon 3 World Championship win following racism reports. I don't know why the link isn't in my notes. I could have swore I put it there. I'm gonna add it there now. I have it for later. Save. So Team Jackpot, who won the tournament, apparently they violated the community guidelines or something. So their win and their promotional stuff was all removed and revoked. It has come to our attention that certain members of Team Jackpot, the team that recently won the Splatoon 3 World Championship, acted in a manner that is not in line with the community guidelines while playing the Splatoon 3 game. As a result, Team Jackpot's win will be considered vacated, and the team will not receive trophies associated with the event. Additionally, in-game splash tag banner commemorating their win will be adjusted via an upcoming software update. It doesn't say what happened, but it was revoked. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but apparently Team Jackpot super racist, or at least one of them is. At least one person on that team's got to be super racist. One, if not all. That's the next downer news. We've got a couple more. That's a bigger L than this one. It's a W. Okay, so we've all seen the new Ubisoft game, right? With the new people. Obviously, a lot of people are upset and calling it DEI. Some people of note are calling it DEI. You know, which is this whole story is just wild. So basically, the company released a statement via 4 text screenshots. 4 of them. A lot. So everyone's saying how, hey, these characters are just, you know, forced DEI or whatever that bullshit is. None of this is true. What are you doing? You're just trying to be woke or whatever. But they didn't really respond in the best way. So the gist of it, I guess we can just, I don't want to read the whole thing actually. Let me see. Let me skim through what I saw before. Criticisms, blah, blah, blah. Our intention has never... This is what they said. Our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical setting we get inspired by. Several previous Assassin's Creed titles have featured real historical figures such as Da Vinci, who's in 2. Yes, we know this. Addressing the online criticism, the statement continues, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional material have caused concern within the Japanese community, because they wrote this letter out to the Japanese community specifically that was complaining about it. Not even like the overall complaints, just the specific Japanese community that was complaining about it. For this, we sincerely apologize. We also want to clarify that while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by the creative team in the interest of gameplay and entertainment. While Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge that this is a matter of debate and discussion. We've woven this carefully into our narrative and with our other lead character, the Japanese shinobi Naoi, who is equally important in the game. Dual protagonists provide players with different gameplay styles. So, again, there was obviously stories of there being historical facts about characters like this in history. I take this as Assassin's Creed kind of caving a little bit. They're trying to play both sides, right? Which is nuts. They should just outright been like, hey gamers, it's a video game. Who cares? Shut up. It's a fucking video game. It's a made up video game. Shut up. That's what they should have said. All right? Because who cares? Who cares? Why do you need to post 3 text screenshots? I feel like this is them caving. That's what it sounds like to me. Defend your game. Who cares? It's a video game. Anyway, that's the Assassin's Creed letter to the Japanese community complaining about their creativity choices. All right, we've got one more downer. And hey, you guys thought we were out of the weeds here. We got off scot-free, but no, there was studio closures this week again. There always is. Every week there is something. Humble Games has reportedly been closed, quote unquote restructured. So this was broken because a lot of the employees were like sending out social media messages, posting about how they've been let go. There was one specific, meaning the entirety of Humble Games was laid off this morning. So they even said themselves, one of the workers, like, hey, we all got laid off. Great. But there was an update to the story where Humble Games or the parent company, what is the parent company? The Humble Bundle is the company, saying that it was a restructure, but that the business is not closing. In these challenging economic times for indie game publishing, Humble Games has made the difficult but necessary decision to restructure our operations. They closed it down. The workers said they got all laid off. They closed it down. They specified that, hey, it's not going to affect the Humble Bundle specifically, like that offering or whatever, but they're saying it's just a restructure. At 9 a.m. this morning, 36 employees of Humble Games were told that they were being let go and that the company is shutting down. So they're saying that they were told the company is shutting down. Why would they lie? So that's great. But that's the last downer. We've got some wins. We've got some W's though. But again, like every week it's studio closures, it's layoffs. It's literally always something. Let me link this in the chat. This was Tom Ivan VGC.
What have we here?
Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate you. All right, let's start on the W's. Let's pick this back up. Let's pick it back up. Bethesda workers, they vote to become the first Microsoft game studio to fully unionize. Hell yeah. The first Microsoft game studio to fully unionize. Andy Robinson, VGC. That's awesome. We, a majority of developers at Bethesda Game Studio Dallas, Rockville, and Austin, are ecstatic to announce the formation of our union with CWA Union. The Bethesda Union wrote on Twitter. This is great. This is great for them. Again, formed after 241 developers, including artists, engineers, programmers, and designers, are either signed a union authorization card or indicated that they wanted union representation via an online portal. And Microsoft has recognized the union. So it's official, I believe. As we work towards our first contract with Microsoft, we hope you'll join us in voicing your support as we serve as an example for all into the next era of game development. This is great. Everyone should, all other studios should be contacting the people that helped get this going and seeing how they did it. Because look at Humble Games. I get it's an indie studio versus this, but like, look at what was the studio that just got acquired by WB, Player First Games. They should look into that as well, because tomorrow they could be all let go because it's WB and they don't give a shit. But this is great news. They've become union. Going further into that, no, we'll deal with that later. We'll sandwich that. There was a big Helldivers 2 update announcement, which is so exciting. It's so exciting. Where is this? It's called the Escalation of Freedom. There's going to be new difficulty level, new mission variation, new POI, new maps, I guess. This is great. Combat rating 10. I don't think we've ever gone that high, or like to the highest one. I think we're stuck in the middle. Tom Ivan VGC again. And there's an announcement video that we're gonna watch if it'll let me do it. Hold on.
Since launch, we've improved Helldivers quite significantly together with you, the community. We've released a lot of content, such as the flyers, the TCS missions, the destruction of an entire planet. This time around, we've got something special prepared for you.
It's our first step out of many, where we're gonna expand the game in big, meaningful ways.
Big, meaningful ways. I love this.
New objectives.
I love new
enemies,
objectives. As an
and even
ATST.
a whole new difficulty.
To give you that, we have to escalate it.
Oh my god.
An escalation of freedom.
That's an ad in the background there.
When freedom escalates, its opponents escalate.
We're bringing back a fan favorite from Helldivers 1, the stabby, tentacled beast known as the Impaler.
The Impaler? Huh?
When you're playing against the Terminids, you can always try and run away. The Impaler ruins that plan. They will maybe cut off your escape route, and then you will probably have to stay and fight. Or you can fight the tentacles.
The Spore Charger.
Spore
This one
Charger.
has fog traveling around it.
A Spore
It's constantly
Charger?
moving, so it's going to come right out of the fog and scare the lights out of you.
Oh, we gotta get back
The
into
automatons
this.
are bringing in artillery.
A big tank that shoots rockets.
Do they need more? Do the
If you're
robots
further
need more?
away, you can see it aimed towards the skies and fire rockets in the air, so you have a barrage coming down on you.
In addition, you'll face off against heavier, more deadly brood commanders.
With a small twist. The allies that it spawned will not be the ones that you used to.
Oh no.
Difficulty 10 has more enemies than we've had before on lower difficulties. We've really ramped it up. It's meant to feel like a real progression from 9 to 10.
Oh no, we
We're
can't
also
even play like
introducing a
7.
larger type of outpost, and it's going to be a real challenge to take on these massive fortresses.
That's so cool though.
But if you manage to do so, there will be great rewards waiting for you.
There will be great rewards.
Of course, what would the galaxy be without planets? Therefore, we wanted to spook it up with a new version of the swamp environment.
Yes. Spoopy Swamp. Guys, we have to get back into this, gamers.
The acid storm weather effect now comes with a new mechanic. It reduces the armor of enemies and Helldivers alike.
Okay.
You'll do a lot more damage, but you'll also take more in return.
That's fine.
Which is just as horrifying as it sounds.
In Escalation of Freedom, we have new objectives coming in, like the Retrieve Larva mission.
Retrieve
Where
larva.
you find this backpack with
Ew.
little crying larva that you need to reach the extraction with.
Ew.
But you also have to be careful
Baby bug.
because it's gonna be crying a lot, and you're getting swarmed
It's
by
screaming.
more and more Terminids.
Why is the baby bug screaming? Oh my god. The war continues.
With the Second Galactic War in full swing, Super Earth is currently battling the automatons and the bugs for control of the Milky Way. The Automaton Legion, they are constantly building bigger and
Why aren't the
worse
robots
formats.
fighting the bugs?
Terminids' migration patterns seem to be changing. There's also been some irregular readings of the Terminid spores in the various sectors where the Terminids are spreading. And we will see where the story develops.
How are the
from
bugs spreading across planets is what I want to know.
So, have we told you everything that's gonna be in the escalation of freedom? Of course we haven't.
We have many more
That guy's
surprises
funny.
in store for you.
A surprise here and there that you maybe didn't expect.
On August 6th, I'm ready to dive, and I hope you
August
are too.
6th? They can fly now? Hell yeah. Helldivers update. Super exciting. Let's fucking go. Super huge, exciting stuff. Cannot wait. We need to play more of this game. We don't play enough of it. And it makes me sad. That's it for that one. Oh, yes. Hey guys, remember we talked about that Apex Battle Pass system? That no one liked? Hey, guess what? They canceled it. EA cancels unpopular Apex Legends Battle Pass change following outcry. Tom Ivan, VGC, I knew this was gonna happen because it was just like, it was so silly of an idea that it's like, was it on purpose? Was it so incredibly outrageous on purpose so that they can be like, hey, which they can be like exactly what they said over here. You've spoken and we listened. With the release of Season 22, we will restore the ability to get Premium Battle Pass. Get the Premium Battle Pass for 950 Apex coins. We recognize that we could have handled that Battle Pass changes better. That's on us. You'll be able to earn enough Apex coins via the Battle Pass to get future Battle Passes. Moving forward, we recognize that we need to be more timely, transparent, and consistent with our communications with you. Your priorities are our priorities. Cheaters, game stability, and quality of life updates are top of mind. We need to get better, and that's why we're acknowledging them here. As the next step, there are a number of improvements and game stability bug fixes coming in Season 22 that will be outlined in the patch notes dropping on August 5th. So was it... We have to wait and see, obviously. But was it on purpose so that they could make slightly different changes? Like, let's say maybe they're making the Battle Pass $15. And instead of being like, hey guys, we're going to make the Battle Pass $15, they say, hey guys, we're going to have 2 Battle Passes, each one's $10, and you can't get real money from it. So everyone gets pissed off about it. Those are like, hey, this is a good middle ground. We'll just make it $15. And that way people are less upset about it. Because they were just like so outrageously out of pocket with what the first idea was. So I wonder what the next couple updates are going to be like. We can only wait and see, but that's my gut feeling on this. But again, it's good that they canceled it, right? It's good they didn't go through with it because we don't have to deal with everyone screaming that Apex is dead. But yeah, you should want to like use the Battle Pass, like AK is saying, to support games that you're playing a lot instead of just like making it the main source of their income or whatever. We've got 2 more stories. 2 more. Well, 2 more main ones. We can do this one last. Another big W. We all saw the strike, the actors strike that happened last year. Well, guess what? Video game actors confirmed strike action over AI. So the union failed to negotiate protections against AI. So the VAs were just like, hey, fuck you. So where is this? But apparently, a side story from this. Let's do one at a time. Copy. Andy Robinson VGC. Just a little quick aside. They also announced that GTA 6 won't be affected because some of the performers who have remained anonymous said that they're still allowed to work on this project. So this GTA 6 is not affected. That project is still going to go forward, even though there's a strike. Okay, so the strike was called after the union failed to negotiate acceptable protections around the use of AI for its members. Where's the statement? Although agreements have been reached on many issues important to SAG-AFTRA members, the employers refuse to plainly affirm in clear and enforceable language that they will protect all performers covered by this contract in their AI language. President Fran Drescher, the nanny, we're not going to consent to a contract that allows companies to abuse AI to the detriment of our members. Enough is enough. When these companies get serious about offering an agreement our members can live and work with, they will be here ready to negotiate. The video game industry generates billions of dollars in profit annually. The driving force behind that success is the creative people who design and create those games. Exactly. Statement. Spokesperson for the video game producers party. We're disappointed that the union has chosen to walk away when we are so close to a deal, and we remain prepared to resume negotiations. We have already found common ground on 24 of the 25 proposals, including historic wage increases and additional safety provisions. Our offer is directly responsive to SAG-AFTRA's concern and extends meaningful AI protections that include requiring consent and fair compensation to all performers working under the MIA. And those terms are among the strongest in the entertainment industry. I wouldn't go by whatever the spokesperson for the companies are saying, right? Why would we ever listen to them? Because if they were so good, they would not have to be a strike. There would not have to be a strike. But this is cool. Hell yeah, they should strike. They've been negotiating for 18 months, but they should strike for however long it takes. Fuck it, who cares? Unfortunately, this might end up in a lot more studio closures in the near future, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully they can get through it quickly. I'm gonna assume yes they will, but only time will tell. But again, GTA 6 will not be affected. I don't think the industry as a whole can afford GTA 6 being delayed or for like a year. Like there's no way. The entire industry will crumble because of the one GTA game. All right, I do have one more big one that I want to get to, but we'll get to it at the very, very end. So let's go through some smaller cool stories that we saw. Let me X out all these tabs. All right, some smaller cool stories. There are some new gashapons in Japan from Nintendo that can be used as replacement parts for old controllers, which is pretty cool. This is just a cool thing. I don't know where or how they get them. This is Jordan Miller, VGC. Oh, the other ones were Andy Robson. This is Chris Scullion, who was actually there. As these new gashapon continues to their Japanese toy stores today, I'm at Nintendo Tokyo, and the queue for the gacha machine is right out the door. Are there other photos in this thread? Is what I want to know. But look at these. Look at the machine. Look at the little pieces. How cool is this? Because look, you can literally replace your controller parts. They're real pieces of controller. Look at that. Where's the other one? There was another one. Not that one. This one. Look, it's been replaced. They show the full replacement. They have the Super Famicom with the colorful buttons. They bought this piece. Pop it open. Replace. Easy. Done. Look how cool that is. So, San Francisco 2025. So, 2025, we're going. We're going to go. Why? Who knows? We probably won't even get any. Another cool, fun story. Gran Turismo. Got Gran Turismo. Unintended bug from the last update that makes cars go flying, which is pretty funny. Look at this. It's just gone. It's just Gran Turismo. Look at this. Look at this nuts. Look at this nonsense. Look at these cars. That's not supposed to happen in this game. What's happening here? That one car went... Look, that bus is gone. What is happening? That's crazy. I didn't even know the skybox was that big in the game. What is this? I didn't look into how this is happening. I think they said it's just a bug in one of the updates. But that's super funny. Andy Robson, VGC. They don't need roads anymore. All right, we got a couple chat picks. Some quick ones, some super quick ones from chat. Game Rant. Hunt Showdown leaks new title. I think it's just Hunt Showdown 1896. I think they just added the year. New title with game engine update. Did they update to Unreal? Is that what it is? What did it say? Does it even say which game engine they updated to? Well, it's the leaked title. It just has a year, 1896. The other quick one. Blizzard announced Overwatch 2 officially bringing back 6v6. Currently, the mode is in testing. Test will determine if the game is permanently go back to old format. Hey guys, if the game goes back to the old, if it becomes permanent, why did they make an Overwatch 2? If they put it permanent, why did they even make a 2? Why? It doesn't make any sense. They didn't even release it. They didn't even release the single player stuff that they promised in the beginning. There was supposed to be the campaign or whatever, and they didn't even do it. And they just made Overwatch updates and called it a 2. That's all they did. And they're bringing it back to 6v6. Oh my god. The nerve. The absolute nerve. The absolute nerve of them. Anyway, last story. It was all a giant money grab circle jerk. The last big story doesn't have anything to do with like video games directly. VGC, the website that we use for 90% of our news stories, is now on Patreon. And you can support them. And they have a free tier, a $5 tier, a $10 tier, and a $25 tier. I forget what you get for all of them, but here's the link to the story, which has the link to the Patreon in there. I did the $5 tier because I do... This is what we use for news. So I did the $5 tier, and then I got put in the Discord. I don't know if the what's it called? If the free tier puts in the Discord, I didn't read that far. I just went $5 immediately. I just didn't even think about it because of course I'm gonna do this. Where I clicked away from my notes. So they're an independent publication, right? They can now be supported directly. So VGC was formed in 2019, formed by a team who have been covering the games industry for decades on websites like CVG and magazines like Official Nintendo Magazine, OXM, and more. Thanks to your support, we were able to build a new home for our news, reviews, and opinion on an independent publication, delivering regular exclusives and original reporting to the games industry. I think they have like exclusive videos and stuff. We can watch this. This probably show everything, honestly. I assume.
VGC is now on Patreon, where you can gain access to exclusive extra content and make our work more sustainable for the future. At VGC, we want to continue to build the best destination for video game news. And by supporting us on Patreon, you can join our community and help shape the future of what we do. Your support will help us create more of the podcasts, videos, and community features you love, while we continue to deliver what we're known for, our news, reviews, and opinion for free. So if you like what we do on VGC, want access to exclusive content, please consider joining our Patreon community today. At our supporter tier, you'll gain access to an exclusive monthly retro podcast, as well as special commenting privileges on VGC and our new weekly newsletter. At our insider tier, you'll receive a brand new off-topic podcast every month, as well as a monthly Q&A from the VGC team. This tier will also give you access to exclusive video content from the team that you won't see on our YouTube channel. Our highest tier is the season ticket holder. This tier will include a name credit on every VGC video and a shout out on our Patreon podcasts. This is an offer of more VGC and a chance for you to support what we're known for. We've launched with a great bunch of content and
their
we
Discord
have
is
exciting
very
plans
new,
for
by the way.
But we want you to help shape that with us by sharing your feedback on what else you want to see from VGC. Thank you to everyone who continues to read, share, and engage with our work. Please consider supporting today and help VGC continue to be one of the leading voices in video game reporting.
There you have it. If you want, feel free to go support. Like I said, I did the $5 tier because why wouldn't I? I use this so much. I use this almost, it's so much, they're so much better than most of the other sites that I could find. And they, obviously, if they get stories from other sites themselves, they put them like in the first line. They say, hey, this originally was on this site. And then I go to that one as well. So that's the last big thing. So our main supplier of news is on Patreon for anyone and everyone to support. But that's going to be it for today's casual gaming news for the week of the 21st. I think I said, yep, week of the 21st. We got to get back to the subathon that we're in the middle of. We've got a certain amount of hours left, like 5, and we're about to jump into some APEC F around. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week. Gamers, until next time.